Ah, the British seaside. Traffic jams, rainy days, 99s, deck chairs, even the distant sound of a lawnmower on freshly wet grass. But never mind that. What about this? Just 5 miles inland and get set for one of the greatest treats of the summer holiday season. The stage is set for the Qatar Goodwood Festival. You can't always bank on the weather. You could lose half of every race to a sea fret. But on a day like this, there is simply nowhere better. And as for the horses and the company, well, they always shine. They call it Glorious Goodwood, but they might just as well have called it Gallant Goodwood, Gorgeous Goodwood, Gastronomic Goodwood, Gleaming Goodwood, Graceful Goodwood, Gregarious Goodwood. You get the picture, it's the GGs, and if you like them, this is the place to be. And Wathnan racing is here, with a couple of dozen runners all told. The first of the really big races is the Group 2 Vintage Stakes, won last year by recent Wathnan recruit Harter. Electrolyte, himself so nearly a Royal Ascot winner too, is trained by Archie Watson. How's he going, Archie?
Electrolyte, very, very happy with him. He's come out of his race at Newmarket very well. I think the ground worked against him that day. He sort of travelled well into the race but didn't really pick up on the rain-softened ground. We're hoping that the weather looks to be set fair and the step up in trip will really suit him. Been very happy with him at home since. He's fresh and well, cantering away. He's done one gallop in between. Very happy with him. Throughout the year, these 2-year-olds do change. I do think that he looks great. He's constitution-wise sort of filling out and doing well physically, and he should continue to do so. But no, he's in good order and looking forward to running him. The easy 7 furlongs should suit him well, really. We've been wanting to step up in trip from a stiff 6. I think he's a very handy horse, a nimble horse. So I don't think any undulations will bother him, and I think the track should suit him well, yeah.
And then we move on to the Lennox Stakes, an elite race for 7 furlong specialists. It was first run in 2000, so it's a new kind of race for a new kind of horse. English Oak, trained by Ed Walker, goes for Wathnan.
English Oak has done really well since Royal Ascot, and I couldn't have been happy with him since then. I think I drove in to Ascot with my wife Camilla, and I said if only English Oak can go and win by 4 lengths, that'd be great. And he nearly did. So it was the kind of perfect race. It was easy watching. James always had him in a great spot, and he sort of never looked like getting beaten, did he? So it was a really exciting day. He's not put a foot wrong. He's touch wood, but he's never left a note. He's moved great. He's been fresh and happy, and it's been a case of just maintaining fitness and keeping a lid on him. He's in a great place. Matty's very happy with him. He's ridden him every day all year, really. We couldn't really be more pleased with how he's going into his next race. Hopefully no setbacks along the way. So it's always a nervous time, this kind of the countdown. You just don't need a stone bruise. You don't need a cough. You don't need any of that. So touch wood, he's been healthy and well. So hopefully it should just be smooth.
And then it's the Group 1 Goodwood Cup, racing over 2 miles. This is where the runners start right in front of the grandstand. It's a wonderful view. They race away from you, they loop back round and come back at you for the finish. Gregory is the Wathnan hope, trained by John and Thady Gosden.
Well, as you can see, Gregory worked very nicely this morning on the round gallop on the Limecones with James Doyle on board. We've been very pleased with his preparation. He had a great Royal Ascot last year, not quite so good this year, but you don't win Queen's Vases and Gold Cups every year. But we're very pleased with him going into Goodwood. He's won over the track before. And it's wonderful to be going to Goodwood with him, because you have the 3 great summer meetings, which is obviously Royal Ascot, Goodwood and the York Ebor meeting. And they are without doubt June, July, August, the great summer meetings of the British racing calendar. And to that extent, having any horse that's competitive in a Goodwood Cup is exciting. We know there's a certain horse from Ireland we have to take on again, but we've beaten him in the past, so we'll see if we can beat him this time.
So we did a nice piece of work on the round gallop, which is a gallop that we predominantly use for the more kind of stamina-laden horses. He galloped in front. I actually led the piece of work. He moved through his work really well. He had a good work companion, Sweet William, who's a good cup horse as well. So they've been their work companions for a couple of years now, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with him. He's in good shape.
It's a busy day for the Wathnan team with runners across the card. Forever Blue in one of the handicaps. Carrados in the maiden.
He looks great physically, and I've been very happy with him, and I hope he can be running very well.
Real Gain in the Chesterfield Cup.
So he's got a bit of size and physique, and he's got a lot of pace. And he also gets a mile and a quarter.
Right, it's an 8 race card. Better get cracking.